A consumer alert tonight. If you're traveling internationally, many merchants overseas won't take your credit card thanks to a nationwide lag in technology. Brendan Lewis explains why some say it's not just an inconvenience, it's also a security lapse.
When you head to the store and pay with plastic, all it takes is a flick of the wrist to process your sale. But throughout the world, that's all the time it takes for skimmers to steal your information on the magnetic strip and use it to make fraudulent purchases.
If you look at the previous credit card, all they have is a magnetic strip. And so those are much more easily clonable than or attackable than the new chip and pin card.
The chip and pin started more than a decade ago in Europe as an alternative to the traditional strip. Now it's almost exclusively used in other countries.
Why is this so popular in other countries and not here in the U.S.?
Because of security. Well, one of the advantages of having a chip instead of just a magnetic strip is that you can add a lot more information onto the chip. The chip has a processor, memory. It's almost like, like a small computing device.
In fact, some merchants will decline magnetic cards because they're less secure. While the new cards aren't totally unhackable, it's more secure because the chips are harder to recreate than the magnetic cards. But domestically, swipe and sign still remains king.
As long as the merchants are not purchasing it or buying into the technology, it'll be hard for credit card companies to push this technology.
Still, consumer demand may force the issue. Most major credit cards will start rolling out chip cards in the next 2 to 5 years, nearly 15 years after it debuted.
Are we just going to invest in this technology and then something else is going to come out a few years down the line?
Well, there's some benefits to it. We're letting other people be guinea pigs with the technology, and we just follow behind once it is well tested. In this technology, I think we're a little bit too far outdated. It should have been adopted a few years earlier.
Some banks are already issuing cards by request, so if you're planning a trip overseas or over the border, call your card issuer to ask. Brandon Lewis, CBS 6 News, Albany.